grew up in a family that my mother had faith. There was a lot of ceremony, but not a lot of explanation. So I thought I had faith, but I didn't really understand it. I grew up and I ended up going to college and I joined the Army, National Guard. I had actually given up on the idea of faith, but people started to be brought into my life. And one in particular reached out to me. And one day she said, I have a challenge for you. What I'd like you to do is listen to the Bible. And I thought, well, it sounds very boring, but I did it. So I started listening to it and I listened to Peter's denials. There was something where I could almost feel Peter's pain. And as I was listening, I realized in a way that I went through the very same thing. And when someone would challenge me on my faith, I would turn my back, or I would question, or I would deny. And when I came home, I can remember falling on my knees and just crying and praying. And at that moment, I knew I wanted more. One day I got a message, ResLife is going to have baptisms. I said, I'm going to do this. And I can remember getting into the water and everything went away. And I remember saying, Jesus Christ is in my life. And suddenly it was just a wash. Like all of this past that I'd been hanging on to just seemed to go away. And I don't want to say I forgot them, but the pain that was them and the guilt that was them was no longer a weight. And I came up out of the water. I realize now that I needed to turn myself over and let the Spirit give me the words, the Spirit to give me the direction. Like I think there was this idea that I was going to be the master of my own destiny. And there's been this realization for me that God has a plan and I just need to trust God. Everything was always broken and fractured and now it's whole. I was forgiven.